In today's video, we're going to be checking out the new EG4 solar-powered window air conditioner. Now this thing can be powered 100% off of solar panels connected directly to it. It already has a built-in charge controller and inverter. You can also power it by just plugging it into a standard electrical outlet, or you can do a combination of both. Now, anyone can install this thing in less than an hour, and that includes reading the instructions, so it is very DIY friendly. You can control this thing in a few different ways. One, obviously you've got buttons on the front of the screen, you can control it there. Two, you can use the included remote. And three, there is a smartphone app for this thing where you can control it from anywhere in the world you have an internet connection, obviously as long as this is connected to your home Wi-Fi. Now let's go into the specs on this thing. This is a 12K BTU unit, which means it can cool up to 600 square feet. Now I'm in a tiny home here that is 399 square feet, but it's got 20-foot ceilings, so it's really tall. So we'll see how it performs in this thing. Now this unit does require your window to be from 24.9 inches to 39 inches wide. The unit is 15 inches tall, so your window will need to be, I don't know, an inch or two taller than that as well. Now it has a CEER rating of 14.2, which qualifies this with an Energy Star rating. So it is very energy efficient if you do need to plug it in to the outlet 100% of the time. EG4 does recommend connecting at least 1400 watts of solar panels to this unit. With an operating voltage range of 75 to 350 volts, and to get this thing to basically turn on, you'll have to have a minimum of 100 volts coming from those solar panels. Now from those solar panels, it's also rated to operate between 3.3 and 13 amps, but you absolutely never want to go over 15. Now the unit weighs a total of 66 pounds. I was able to lift it easily into this window. Now if you do have two people, it will make it very easy to put in place. It also comes with a 5-year warranty, which is a very good warranty for a 12K BTU window air conditioner. Now I ended up going with the package where it includes solar panels with it, so you don't have to do any of the calculations, try to figure out volts or amps to fit this thing right. So if you want to just pick up that package, I will have a link to that in the description of this video or pinned in the comments below. Now that comes with the unit, the 7 solar panels, and with a positive and a negative 50-foot long PV wire to be able to connect from your solar panels over to this unit. Now the way it ships is from FedEx Freight, so it's going to come on a pretty large truck that will have a lift gate, so they'll be able to set the pallet on the ground for you. And it actually comes in 2 separate pallets, one with the actual air conditioner unit and the other with the solar panels on it. Now I was able to just cut off the plastic, lift each panel one by one off that, and put them in place. So you don't need a forklift for this thing. I didn't have one. I was able to unload all of it all by myself. Now let's go check out what comes in the box, and then I will show you this thing performing in action. Let's go. So here's what comes with the unit. Obviously you get the air conditioner, and then they give you the left kind of window fill piece for the left side, for the right side, and then you've got this little roll of kind of insulating foam. You got the remote. They include batteries, which is always nice. I like when they do that. They give you a little MC4 if you need to make your own MC4 connections. They have a couple MC4 connections here with screws and the drain owner's manual and the little bracket that goes on top of the unit where the window actually slides into. They also have this piece of insulating foam as well. Then they give you this, which I've never seen this on a window AC. It's extra, like a little thin layer of foam, kind of an insulating layer. It looks like you cut it to size over the fins here that come out. So it just gives you an extra bit of insulation so you're not losing a bunch of your cool air through these. And then they give you, if you buy the kit that I got with solar panels, they give you each 50 foot of negative and 50 foot of positive PV wire. So another thing to keep in mind with this unit is on the backside where the solar panels connect, the unit comes with these like little caps to keep those connectors from getting damaged. So you have to use the little blue PV tool that came with it to kind of stick in there, and it just kind of unclicks. It presses down these 2 little tabs and it clicks off those little caps. So you'll need to be able to do that before you get this thing plugged in with solar panels. All right, so let's go over the performance of this thing. So I've had it turned on since about 10:30 a.m. and it is about 2 o'clock right now, and I've just had it set really cold, and that's how we're leaving it since we're in solar only. As you can see, I'm not plugged in. we're in solar only, so I don't want to use grid power at all with this thing. And let's see what kind of air we're getting coming out of here right now. Low 40s. Yeah, shoot, I'm getting the 30s. So it is blowing very cold air right now. And right now it's using about 800 watts. Is what it shows on the app. On here I can control everything with the buttons. So I can control the fan speed. I can hit this button right here that has the, looks like a little plug. That will tell it to only use solar instead of using the grid, but I've unplugged it anyway, so it can't use the grid. But if you use that button, it'll make sure it only uses solar. And to give you an idea right now, let me see what the temperature is outside. So it's 95 degrees outside right now. And we've been running this thing for what, about 3-4 hours. And it is 68 degrees inside the house right now. So this thing is really doing well. So the way we're going to use this is just get it as cold as it possibly can be in here. And then once the sun goes down, just let the house slowly warm up. So if I have to put a sweater on in here, I don't mind that when it's 95 degrees outside. Not to mention if the grid power does go down with these super hot days in Texas, maybe the grid gets overloaded and they have to do some rolling blackouts. Well, guess what? We've got air conditioning in here. So another important thing we need to discuss, I think, is the plug for this. It says in the manual that it says to put this on a 20 amp circuit. Now this is a tiny house. This doesn't have 20 amp circuits. And actually NEC code allows for living room outlets to be 15 amps. So can you still use this on a 15 amp circuit? Well, we do when we have no problems. Actually, I've had another 12K BTU window air conditioner as well in this house that was just plugged into the 15 amp circuit, and it did totally fine. Now, keep in mind that what I've seen, and when I power this with the electric only and no solar panels, I've seen this produce, when it's at 61 degrees, working as hard as it can, about 1180 watts max. That's the max I've seen it right when it started up, and it's pushing really hard trying to cool the room. Keep in mind that a 15 amp circuit can do 1800 watts continuously without tripping the breaker or overheating the wires. Now, obviously you don't want to push it like that all the time, but let's say round up to 1200 watts, that's totally fine on a 15 amp circuit. At least in theory, it should not blow the circuit, and we never have in this house with the other 12K BTU air conditioning we had in here that was not on solar. So this one being supplemented with solar, I'm definitely not ever going to see anywhere near 1800 watts. So I am okay putting this on a 15 amp outlet. And I'm assuming a lot of you probably have 15 amp outlets in your house. So I think it is totally fine. Now, I am not a licensed electrician, so take that for what it's worth. We've just had no issues doing it that route. My windowsill has like about 1.5 inch kind of lip that goes up for the window. So I actually added this little, looks like a 1 by, I think it's 3/4 inches thick. So it's not a perfect level with the windowsill, but enough where the unit sits nicely on it. So I added that. You may or may not have to put this on. You could just buy some whatever white wood over at Home Depot for a couple bucks and then paint it white if you wanted to match your window trim. Another thing that people haven't mentioned that I've seen in videos is this is a tiny home, 399 square feet. I'll give you just a quick panoramic view. It's got a loft upstairs. But it is 2x4 walls. They're not 2x6. So when I slid the unit in place, it just wanted to fall. So there's too much weight on the back end hanging out, and I'll show you that right now. So you can see here that I had to support the back end, and I just had a 4x6 logs here and a little 2x6 on top just to help support it for now. I'll probably end up ordering on Amazon a bracket that'll help hold this thing up that I can just screw to the back side here on the wall. But for now, this is what I had, so I just threw that up there. But keep in mind, you may have to do that yourself. I think most likely everyone's going to probably need some sort of bracket on the back, even if you have 2x6 walls. I just think there's too much weight on the back end of it here. 16 to 18 inches sticking out from the window. So a little too much weight, so you have to have some sort of support back there, but whatever, it took me like 15 minutes, no big deal. Here is a view of the solar panels that I just laid on the ground. What's nice about this is you can just go positive to negative, positive to negative, positive to negative, all the way across, and then just run one positive and one negative wire. I ran it just all the way up all the way up right through here, and it just plugs directly in to the side of the unit. So very simple. And to give you the specs of these solar panels, each of them are 385 watts. Each of them are, the open circuit voltage is 48.5 volts, and the amps are 10 amps. So since I have them connected positive to negative, all the way across, and then just running one positive and one negative here, I've essentially created one giant solar panel out of these 7 at 339 volts and 10 amps. So since each panel is 48.5 volts and I have them positive, negative connecting to each other, what happens is the voltage goes up by how many solar panels you have. So I have 48.5 volts for each panel. I multiply that by 7, and that's 339.5 volts. So that's the amount of voltage that I'm sending back to that air conditioner. And the amps are 10 amps for each of these solar panels, but because I have these in series in positive, negative connection, the amps stay the same. So I'm running this string at 339.5 volts at 10 amps, which is well within the limits of the inverter on the window air conditioner. Now I just set these on the ground temporarily because that's the easiest, quickest way to get this thing up and running. If you had this window air conditioner installed in like a window that's on your backyard, you could just throw these on the ground just like this. I'd probably add some concrete blocks you can get for a couple bucks at Home Depot just to get them up off the ground, but you could totally run them like this, I think, if you're in a low wind area. Like I have no problem doing this for now, but I am going to put some little racks in place and mount these in a better area where it's not in the driveway here. But yeah, very simple. Just lay these panels on the ground and get it working. Another thing I wanted to mention is with the package, the Signature Solar cells that I got here, it comes with 2,695 watts worth of solar panels. I think that is overkill for sure on this thing, which is good because in cloudy weather, you should still be able to have AC, no problem. And I'll go into some details here, what I saw. So when I started this thing up at, what time was it? I think it was like between 10:30 a.m. It was really cloudy here. We had some clouds from this tropical depression that had just came through kind of the Gulf. And it was cloudy, and those panels were producing about 300 watts only. And this unit could start up just fine. It had plenty of voltage to start up just fine. And at that wattage, I was still able to get 56-degree air coming out of this thing. So it was still able to air condition this room, albeit not near as much when it has the full amount of power, which is about 1,100 watts if it's running really hard. So, but that gives you an idea. You could really run this thing on that amount of solar panels. I mean, when the sun's up, it's going to be producing definitely 300 watts on these panels. And then as the sun's going down in the evening, you're going to be able to air condition your house still late into the evening, in my opinion, with this thing. So I found that to be awesome. So it can still cool, even though it's not cooling at the 39, 38 degree air. It can still cool your room if it's 80 degrees down to say like 75 or so, even when it's got very limited amount of sunshine outside. Now let's check the noise level on this thing. So I'm going to put a decibel meter up to it about, a foot away. And it's on low fan speed right now. So let's see what we got here. That's in low about a foot away. Now let's turn it in high. So about 65. Of course, when I talk, it goes up. All right, another quick update. It is about 6 p.m. and another hot Texas day here. It is 98 degrees outside right now. And what is it inside the house here? 68 degrees. And been running off solar all day. Didn't even have this thing plugged in. So I've had this thing installed now for about a week, and I am a big fan of this thing. To be able to just lay solar panels on the ground and have free power no matter what happens. So if it's 100 degrees, which it is 97 degrees as I'm making this video here in Texas, if the grid went down, we could air condition this whole entire tiny home down to about 68 degrees is what I'm seeing I can get this room down to when it's almost 100 degrees outside. And then when the sun goes down and this unit shuts off, we'll just let the room slowly warm up. Now, if you didn't want to lay the solar panels on the ground, you could pick up these Power Field Energy like bucket kind of plastic ballast style racks, And if you put those 7 panels in a straight line, you would need 8 of those racks. And that would cost you about $720 if you wanted to put these on a legitimate rack. Now for me, I am totally fine laying these panels on the ground, just putting some concrete, cheap concrete blocks you can get at Home Depot or Lowe's underneath them to keep them off the ground. Now obviously, while this unit will save you money while cooling your home, I am a big fan of cooling my rooms down into the 60s. And with this thing you can do that and it won't cost you anything extra because all the power is coming from the sun. So make sure to check out the link in the description of this video if you want this exact package that I used. I'll also have that link pinned in the comments below as well with the $50 discount code that can save you a little bit of cash on this thing. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of this thing? Do you think it's worth it? And that's it for now, everyone. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you like content like this, and we will see you all in the next video.